What is up, guys? Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny. We are back with another This Week in Destiny, giving you all the heads up on everything that you can expect for the up and coming week. This week is week 10 of Season of the Seraph. We are fast approaching the season finale. Once again, we take a look at all the featured raid and dungeon content, the latest Dares loot, all the weekly rituals and Nightfall exclusive rewards, and what tests is available for Bright Dust this week. Now, if you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below, and remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. Just over 60% of the viewers on the channel aren't currently subscribed, so make sure to hit that red button and ring that bell to ensure you don't miss an update. But without further delay, guys, let's jump into the video. Another week and another This Week in Destiny. This is week 10 of Season of the Seraph, and it's very much the calm before the storm, which sees the season finale and activity, which will kick off on the 14th of February. Now, to kick off TWID this week, we're going to take a look at the King's Fall Raid Challenge, which is called The Grass is Always Greener. This takes place over in the Totems encounter, and players cannot take the same brand type twice in a row. This simply sees your team alternating between sides, between phases, until you complete the encounter, and as a consequence, the challenge itself. Now, if you and your team can nail it, you'll get access to an extra raid chest, granting some of that sweet harrowed loot. Now, moving on to the featured raid and dungeon content for the week. The featured raid for week 10 is the Vow of the Disciple. Now, this launched in Witch Queen and is a raid that offers incredible armor, but also some of the best weapons in the game. Now, as the featured raid, all the challenges will be available too, giving you a great opportunity to get extra chests and hopefully your hands on those weapon patterns if you're still looking to earn them before the end of the season. And further still, if you don't have the Collective Obligation Exotic Pulse Rifle, then you'll also be able to farm this from Rogue, the final boss, throughout the current week. Now, moving on to the dungeon, and we see the Duality return. Now, the Duality is one of the most sought after dungeons when it comes to farming Artifice armor, with Keitel seen as one of the fastest encounters. Now, as the featured dungeon means you can repeat this encounter over and over again, granting you unlimited opportunities at that sweet Artifice high stat armor. It will likely form part of the best farm this week, so keep your peepers peeled for that shortly before this week's weekly reset. Now, next up, we're going to move on to Dares of Eternity and the 30th Anniversary Pack activity. And this week sees the Prefactor Armor Set return. This is from Season of the Chosen, and that will be available alongside the Scatterhorn Armor Set as well. Both of these can drop during the course of the activity when you complete it, or by handing in strange coins and opening paracausal halls at the Star Horse over in the Treasure Hoard. Now, with Season of the Chosen armor on offer, we also see Season of the Chosen weapons. This week sees the Scapelock Auto Rifle, the Extraordinary Rendition SMG, the Brass Attacks Sidearm, the Threaded Needle Linear Fusion Rifle, the Code Duello Rocket Launcher, the Imperial Needle Bow, the Far Future Sniper Rifle, the Honor's Edge Sword, the Distant Tumulus Sniper Rifle, the Interference Grenade Launcher, the Shepherd's Watch Sniper Rifle, and also the Annual Skate Hand Cannon. If you missed out on Season of the Chosen, or you didn't get a god roll on things like the Extraordinary Rendition, then this week would be a great week to jump back into Dares of Eternity. Now, next up, we're going to move on to the weekly rituals, and we have a returning Nightfall for week 10 of Season of the Seraph. This week, we see the Corrupted return as a Nightfall and Grandmaster Nightfall for the week, and with that, we see the Malicious Birthright Grenade Launcher return too. This grenade launcher has been reprised this season with some new perks. So if you missed out on this earlier in the season, or you've just been waiting to get your hands on the Adept version, then you'll need to jump into the Corrupted this week in order to get your hands on it. Now, moving on to the Crucible, and this week we'll see Rift return as a Crucible Rotator. Rift originally returned to Destiny 2 as a featured game mode for Iron Banner. Since then, it's found itself demoted to the Crucible Rotator instead. So if you've really missed Rift, said no one ever, then it will be available as a Crucible Rotator this week. But to make up for that, we do at least have Trials Freelance available this weekend. And to go alongside that, we also have bonus Trials ranks too. It's a perfect opportunity to earn some final Trials engrams, unlock some high stat armor, or even hold on to those engrams in the hope of picking up some new Trials loot next season. The choice is entirely yours, but be sure to make the most of the bonus Trials ranks at least to earn some of those extra Trials rewards. Now, from here, we're going to move on to the seasonal challenges. And there are just 3 seasonal challenges for week 10 of Season of the Seraph. Now, the first is called Seraph's Shield 4, And here you need to locate all the wall mine nodes and destroy all the security drones in the exotic mission Operation Seraph's Shield. We made a guide covering the location to all of those, so if you missed out on them or you need a final few, then I'll leave the link to that down in the video description below. Next up we have EDZ activities. So in the European Dead Zone, you'll need to earn progress by completing bounties, patrols, public events and lost sectors. And the final challenge for this week is called Vanguard Ornament, and for this you need to acquire the Vanguard Ornament for the Velis X Pulse Rifle. Now we have seen a few bonus Vanguard ranks throughout the course of the season, so if you haven't picked it up just yet, make sure to pay Commander Zavala a visit in order to pick up your rewards and hopefully the Vanguard Ornament. Now one of these challenges offers Umbral Energy, all of them offer Challenger XP, and a few of them offer Bright Dust, which brings us nicely onto the final section of today's video, and that's what Tess has available for Bright Dust in week 10 of Season of the Seraph. Now over in the featured Bright Dust shelf, we have a legendary emote called Flight Dance. This is brand new for Season of the Seraph. So if you're looking to pick this one up, this will set you back 700 Bright Dust this week. That's alongside Ark's Courier, this awesome exotic ship, also brand new for Season 19. Now this actually forms part of the Ark Cosmetics set. So if you've been collecting these for Bright Dust, this will set you back 2,000 Bright Dust this week. Alongside that, we have a legendary transmat effect called Swirling Leaf Entrance. So once again, if you're collecting these, then this will set you back 450 Bright Dust. Now, as for the shader this week, we have Reef Regalia Return. This is from Season of the Lost. So if you did miss out on this way back then and are collecting shaders, then pick this one up for 300 Bright Dust this week. Now, over in the main Bright Dust store, we have an exotic emote called Red Light, Green Light. This is also brand new for Season of the Seraph and was originally available for 1,000 silver. So if you're looking to save those real world pennies, then you can pick this up for 3,250 Bright Dust. That's alongside another legendary emote called Flare Gun. This is from Season of the Undying. Now, was this the pre-order bonus for Shadowkeep? Or have I got the wrong emote here? But either way, if you missed out on it, it's available this week for 700 Bright Dust. Next up, we have a exotic sparrow called Zoo 14. Now, this is actually from Season of the Risen. So once again, if you are a collector, then this will be available for 2,500 Bright Dust. That's alongside an exotic ship called Swift Persistence. Now, this is from Season of the Haunted. So once again, a perfect opportunity to fill out that collection and pick this up for 2,000 Bright Dust. Now next we have exotic armor ornaments, and these will vary depending on which class of Guardian you visit Tess with. For your Warlocks, you have the Rayonant Tracery, and these are for the Secant Filaments. For your Titans, you have the Abyss Inverted for the Hearts of Innermost Light. And for you Hunters, you have the Isochrono Nanofluid, and these are for the Renewal Grasps. Now, each one of these will set you back 1,500 Bright Dust, so make sure to pay Tess a visit if you're looking to pick them up on each and every class. Now, the penultimate item is a legendary ghost projection called Burning Maul, and will set you back 1,500 Bright Dust this week. And the final item on offer is an exotic weapon ornament for the Divinity called the Atropos. Now, I've probably entirely butchered that name, but either way, this was costing you 700 silver, but is available this week for just 1,250 Bright Dust. So there we have it, guys, a good look on everything that you can expect for week 10 of Season of the Seraph. If you've enjoyed this video, then be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Destiny 2 content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Destiny 2, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I want to get back to the game as always, guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.